Damn, son, where'd you find this?
Who taught you to hate the texture of your hair? Who taught you to hate the color of your skin to such extent that you bleach to get like the white man? Who taught you to hate the shape of your nose and the shape of your lips? Who taught you to hate yourself from the top of your head to the soles of your feet?
I love people as I meet them one by one. People are just wonderful as individuals. You see the whole...
My great aspiration, my greatest ambition is to be so good. Now, in that way, I'm tiresome, as I suppose, to live with, because I want to be a fantastic human being.
I am the greatest. We're not disputing that, Cassius, but how does Sonny Liston feel about it? He can't feel but one way, and let's take everything I say and like it. Because February the 25th, I'm going to take back my job. I'm the champ. He's no champ. He's a tramp.
When you see men fall, don't laugh. Learn. Learn. Because you're on your way up. And the things that tempt people to fall, you and I are not free from that temptation.
Pyramus, Hennessy, Whiskey, John, Christian Dior, East Saint Laurent, bitch whirling that drop on the floor. Then I just hop in the rolls and scoot. Then I just hop in the rolls and scoot. Then I just hop in the rolls. I am the sickle and hammer. I am like Tony Montana. I got Betty Crocker in the trash spot, cooking up dope with a crop pot, turning that soft in a butter rock, then chewing tip when the head drops. Bitch, my life is a movie. Surrounding myself on the Mickey's.
What's up, people? What's good? What's good? What's good? What's good? What's good? Happy Friday. Peace and blessings. Glory, praise, and honor to the Most High. I hope all is well. We made it to another weekend. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. I can't be the only one just grateful to be here. I want to say thank you to everybody who answered the call. All my writers, all my poets, everybody in the chat, everybody that's watching and will watch in the future. I appreciate you. This is the one day out of the week we ain't thinking about responsibilities. We're not thinking about bills. We're not thinking about drama. Nobody is trying to compete with the next person. We're just here to have a good time. And that's exactly what I intend to do. I don't know about anybody else, but I'm here to relax. I'm here to engage. I'm here to just enjoy the company of some pretty dope artists. And we have a nice little lineup for y'all tonight. So what I need y'all to do, first and foremost, is to like, share, repost, let everybody know that we're on. I'm going to properly introduce everybody. I'm going to make sure that everyone gets their flowers tonight, because above anything else, we're just here to have a good time. That's the bottom line. So again, I want to say thank you to everybody that is in the studio. Thank you to everybody that is watching from wherever you are. I just added Kick on here, and don't know how that's going to pan out with the streaming moving forward, but we're gonna test it out and see how far it goes. If you've never been to one of these virtual open mics, this is typically how it goes. Depending on the number of performers we have a rotation. Depending on what you want to read, that's totally up to you. We don't do time limits. I'm not stopping anyone. If you want to get your bars off, be my guest. If we have specific topics that you want to cover, be my guest. I don't put no barriers or blockages on nobody's creativity whatsoever. You know what I'm saying? You express yourself how the hell you want to express yourself. This is another thing that I want to add. When we're reading, make sure everyone mutes their mic when the other person is performing so that we don't impede on their performances. You will get a solo just like this. So throughout the stream, everybody is going to be on camera. When it's your turn to go up, you will get this solo screen. Then it will revert back to everybody being up here at the same time until we've completed the rotation. You can have one poem, you can have two. It doesn't really make a difference to me. The whole point is relax, don't stress out about nothing. You're just here to do your thing, have a good time, forget about the week, get any negativity that you might have had on you, get that shit up off of you. And yeah, that's the bottom line with that. I do have, I believe, everybody here except for A Drift. A Drift is going, no, A Drift and Jacqueline. So we got two that's going to be pulling up later during the stream. So what I'm going to do is I got Sydney, I got Natasha, I got Lita, I got Zion in the building. Salutes to everybody. What I'm going to do is I'm going to bring everybody up. We're going to go around, introduce each other and to the viewers. Let the people know who you are, any information you might want to share with them, how they can contact you. We're going to chop it up a little bit just to give them some time to pull up. And then we will start the stream. I'm not going to read today. I'm going to go ahead and let y'all have that. I want to enjoy the work. And there go Jacqueline right there in the building. I see you. So I'm going to start with Sydney. Then I'm going to go to Natasha. Then I'm going to go to Leah. Then I'm going to go to Zion. Then I'm going to go to Miss Jacqueline. That's the order we're going to go in. So quick intros. And please, anybody that's watching, make sure you show love and support to the viewers, to the performers. Let them know that you're seeing them, that you appreciate what they got going on. If you want to follow them, make sure you tap in with them after the stream, or if you can multitask, you know what I'm saying? So let's go ahead and bring everybody up. Yo, what up?
So many faces. I love to see it.
Nice. Peace and blessings to everybody in the building. I want to say again, thank you for answering the call. It is very difficult to connect with poets on social media these days, and when someone actually responds, I got to make it perfectly clear. I see you. I appreciate it. You taking time out of your life to be here when you could be doing anything else. So thank you all for being in attendance tonight. I do love this setup. It's like It's like being in Toys R Us at 6 years old and you got your favorite items just at your picking. I can just grab whatever I want. How's everybody feeling though?
Pretty good.
Pretty good.
Yeah, pretty good.
That's what's up. That's what's up. That's what's up. So this is what I want to do because I want to make sure that everybody gets equal camera time. Show just whatever you want to share with the people. I'm going to give you the chance to do that. Whatever you want to let them know about, just so we all kind of interconnect. I don't think that everyone here knows each other, but I do want to say all of us are from Threads, which is fire to me. I didn't meet nobody here from Instagram. I just want to put that out there. Everybody here I met off of Threads. So shout out to Threads. I rock with Threads just because the networking is different on there. You know what I'm saying? But let's go ahead and do the introductions. Miss Sydney, you're the longest running and current champ. So I'm gonna let you kick us off with the intros.
All right. Hi, everyone. For anyone that doesn't know me, my name is Sydney. I am a mom, a Navy wife, a poet, an artist. I really like to focus on environmental issues, psychology, just things that really make our world a better place. So I include that in my writing. I include that in my art. And I like to come on here and talk all the time. So you can find me here Monday through Wednesday and Fridays, obviously. I also have an art exhibit in San Diego, so if you guys are ever in the area, you can always visit. But yeah, I don't think I'm forgetting anything. Yeah.
I believe it is on you, Miss Natasha.
Hey y'all, I'm Natasha. I am a recent college grad and a poet. I primarily share my poetry via my podcast, Micromusings, which goes out every other Monday, where I also host guests to share their words because I love talking to other creatives. And I really like to focus on the human experience and making sure everyone knows that they're not alone in this journey of life.
Welcome to the stream and congratulations on all the success. Miss Lita, how you feeling?
You guys hear me?
Good.
Good. Okay. I'm okay. I just got off work and I ran to get in here with you guys. And so because I wanted to share with you guys. I am a writer coming from more of the song writing type of background. Um, I've helped others write songs and things like that. I also sing. But I've been writing since a child, honestly. I just like I said, I'm coming from more of the writing music and song aspect of it. So I haven't really delved into solely poetry, though I've been writing, along the way. But now I'm just delving into just the poetry, side of it, which I think music is poetry too, but just solely focusing on, the poetry side. So I'm so excited to hear you guys' work for sure.
That's what's up. That's what's up. I thank you. I thank you for pulling up. You get it. I don't know about y'all, but for me personally, I get an extra boost of excitement when there's new faces. Like me and Sydney, we've had our laughs, we crack up, we've had a lot of little moments up here that's like you would understand what I'm talking about. It's hilarious. But when you get new faces up here, it's like, all right, Now we gotta act up a little bit more. So some of y'all know me on Threads for my rants, but here's just I kind of just be on some other stuff. Um, who is up next? Is it? I'm gonna pull it over to Miss Jacqueline. I see Zion's having technical difficulties. So Miss J, what's up?
Hey everyone, it's good to see new faces. It's nice to meet y'all. I've been writing poetry for quite a while now. I've actually lost some of my poems, but hopefully I can come up with some new stuff. But I'm glad to be here again. You can follow me on Threads, Credo_Deus. I will put it in the chat, and this is where I'm putting pretty much all my poems.
Nice, nice work, nice work. So how do I want to do this? I guess the order that I would like to go in, we'll start with Sydney. Leader, I will let you go last in this rotation. Uh, Zion, are you there? I don't.
Yes, I'm here. Can you hear me?
All right, cool, cool. My bad. I ain't. I wanted to make sure you got yours off before we went any further.
Yeah, I'm good. Do you still want me to introduce myself or?
Yeah. Go ahead. The floor is yours.
Okay. Hi, everyone. How y'all doing? Good evening. My name is Ian. I'm a college student. I'm a college student athlete. From Philadelphia. I'm also a fellow poet. I got into poetry like late last year, but I got myself a handful of like doing a couple of performances. I did a show. I was one of the guests for Natasha's podcast, and I was happy to do it. And I appreciate her for letting me be on the podcast. And yeah, I love doing it.
Bang, 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 bang.
One thing
Sorry.
you good, bro. One thing I want to put out there. I have a soundboard that I absolutely adore. So in duration of the stream, if you are cooking, if I hear something, you're going to hear that soundboard go off a few times. Don't matter what it is. I just love messing around with the buttons. So, yeah, just forewarning. Don't get startled when you're reading and you hear a sound go off. It's just me like showing appreciation for your material. All right. So this is what I'm gonna do. Sydney, Natasha, Jacqueline, Zion, Leader. That's the order we're gonna go in. You're gonna get a solo. Once you're done, I'll bring everybody up to the screen. If y'all want to share your thoughts on the poem, we can discuss it. To the people that are watching, let them know how you feel about what they're putting up. Are you vibing with it? Do you want to see more from them? Express your opinions and your feelings. We all are part of this stream, all right? Miss Sydney, are you ready? How you feeling?
I'm doing pretty good. I'm pretty jazzed today because I've been following this climate change podcast, and it's 100 hours of scientists just coming on to talk about climate change 24 hours a day. And I'm very hyped from that. So I'm excited to be here.
Hey, I got rain right now. It's coming down too. So I'm definitely in the vibe right now. So perfect time. I'm gonna go ahead and give you your solo. And you already know the process. I'll see you in a few minutes.
All right. So this poem is definitely an opposition of the rain. So if you're a fan of the summer, this might, well, actually, because of the topic, it might not jive with you because it's not a happy topic. But anyway, before I ramble. So this poem is called Heat Waves. A little background, I wrote this to emphasize the dangers of heat waves because a lot of people underestimate them. People usually think about storms and that type of thing as a higher concern, but heat waves are far more deadly than most disasters. So I wrote this poem to talk about the impacts of heat waves, and the central section of the poem is based on the 3 stages of heat stroke. So just a bit of background on that. So heat waves. Sizzling ribbons of ruddy bacon dance in the tame household hearth, mortality quietly, delectably burning on an iron foundation like a hot sidewalk or hot car or hot seat. Thick, soft, bubbling aromatherapy evaporates from the crackling amber sea, the flesh upon the back of a beast, curling with the rapacity of a scythe. Like the pig, we are not immune. Even our wavering Vaseline fabric yields to the path of raging light liquor. But in our unwitting existence, in our daily shuffle, in our blind scramble, we forget it is our destiny to disappear. We merely rent the air that we breathe, for humanity inevitably succumbs to the reality of chaotic certainty. Tomato pallor and prickled chicken skin, saline sleeves, shiny cheeks, soaking feet. In our preconditioned, air-conditioned, fan flag flying, wet rag, no shirt, no shade, world for criminals, fools, and flotsam, the dodgers, deniers, and doomers all die in the same sweaty summer headlines. Hikers, workers, elders, and littles alike are forfeited to our 4 billion-year-old God. Weeping plastic bag face, hot tub lungs, spinning greedy skies and gumdrop eyes, cinnamon atmosphere, chapped lip alms, the dusty deep cough that stops the calm, robbing breath from overcooked bodies like careless developers extracting cash, tilling, not yours, charging your balance until you have none, sapping the life straight from your tongue. As vapors rise like flames from the street, nuclear wisps fist-bumping cellular walls, lick skin into rashes like a busy oven. Like sandpaper washing over, the head drowns, swelling in and out like limping lungs. Thud, thud. Burned beams are fracturing. Red-tinted eyes under red-tinted skies. Melting azure paint, frantic circle dancing around a sacred inferno someone once called home. When the blistering blue eyes of God bless the streets with buckling, puckering, spiced citric atmospheric retribution, red pepper rites, and sweat-eyed abacination, meeting creation's fire for repatriation, the careless and the cautious become one. As we continue to play in the devil's home, the air-conditional offer from God for a life is released from our future each humid night. Sinister rhythms make focus muddy and vacant, settling into our bones and sealing our fates. Mortality quietly evaporates from people, leaving behind rosy-cheeked hints of a bleak future. When the path that we walk on comes lethal, yet in moments when where it matters, we fumble, led into time by our vices and our eyes, forgetting that we are not immune, merely flesh to the creator of light and time.
Bang, 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 bang.
Were you mad? Were you angry? You sound like you were angry.
Probably a bit. Climate change is one of my topics of focus, so there's a bit of anger behind that.
You know what makes me mad? You know what makes me mad about how you write? It's hard for me to pinpoint like favorite lines because it's so many and it's layered. Like most people are very simplistic with how they approach their work because they don't want to over complicate their material. so it's digestible for viewers or listeners. But you're layered, and if you're not really listening and paying attention, a lot of that stuff will go over your head. This is a good thing for me. I like watch a lot of battle rap, so that kind of gives me an advantage. But nonetheless, beautiful work. Beautiful work.
Thank you. Yeah, I love metaphor and just weaving details in, because I think when, like, as much as I love simplistic poems, because they can offer their benefits, like simplistic poems can drive a point home really well. But especially talking about important issues like this that are really dense, I love to use detail because there's so much of a story there. So yeah, and, like Sylvia Plath is one of my absolute favorite poets, and I just love the way she weaves in metaphor and analogy and all her symbolism. So I try to create works like that.
I think we all have a muse, or maybe I'm wrong. Am I the only one? Like, I have a, I don't have a specific person that I listen to or watch on a regular, but if I turn on button poetry or I go to like one of those, it doesn't even have to be a mainstream. Uh, what's the word I'm looking for? It doesn't have to be a mainstream poetry site, but if you know how to pour your heart and your soul into your work, I typically will gravitate towards it. Maya Angelou is absolutely one of those people. Absolutely, absolutely. Um, Miss Natasha, so far we are doing splendid. How are you feeling? Um,
That's a tough act to follow. I'm nervous now.
from what I understand, based on what you said here, you got some experience. I'm not sleeping on nobody up here. Nobody.
Um, I just, I'm just dramatic and delusional. I'm not talking about anything of real substance. I don't know.
That is substance.
You sound like me. I try to be very modest and humble. And I ain't mad at you.
I appreciate that. Whoever said that is substance, shout out you. Shout out
That
you.
was me. That was JK.
um, Today I want to read y'all a piece called Coming of Age as a Poet because I've only been writing poetry for about 4 or 5 years now. And I'm still kind of finding my style. So I talked about that in a poem because that's the only thing I know how to do. So this is Coming of Age as a Poet. I am awaiting my great masterpiece, the poem that stands out from the rest and is free of difficulties. Created with rhythm that flows, my matured writing style will show. Its message will live outside the pages that words are otherwise chained to, and develop meaning deeper than when created, with analysis becoming more complex than I intended to. And it'll be littered with imagery to set the scene, embodying most, if not all, of my core themes. Except I'm yet to find myself in my writing style. I only just discovered I had a voice that could be heard, sharing my every thought and holding my breath after each word. It'll take some time for me to get used to this, having even the slightest of an audience, because I'm so used to my voice being lost in the noise that I became friends with the silence, speaking barely above a whisper, afraid of actually being noticed. I long for when I'll scream from rooftops, with no desire of being observed, yet still confident in the usage of each term. Satisfied with my newfound expression, I'll articulate everything, not just my depression, when I finally find my writing style.
Talk your shit. Talk your shit. I ain't mad at you. Hell nah.
Thank you, thank you.
let me ask you a question. Do you think that finding your specific style is based on your inspirations from other people, or is it that you're trying to be as uniquely original to yourself as possible?
I think it's about being uniquely yourself, being authentic to your voice, and preserving who you are while telling a story. I see y'all in the comments. Thank you.
Yeah, one problem that I've had with the poetry community is it seems like everybody sounds the same, or maybe I'm reading it the same way as I don't know if it's the texting portion of it or it's the actual when you're watching someone do it. When I watch people do it, it doesn't really sound similar. When I read it, it's like moon, stars, ocean. But I don't hear you in it.
Mm.
I want your identity to be a part of this. I'm trying to connect with you, but you sound too much like that person. So it's like, it's good, but it didn't grab me. And I think that what you did here is a part of you, and I would embrace that.
Thank you. I always say dramatic and delusional. That is my personal tagline.
Gotcha. I gotcha. um, who's up next? I believe it was Lita. No. It's Jacqueline. Jacqueline is up next, and then it's Zion. My bad. My mistake. How you feeling?
I'm doing good.
I'm glad you can make it.
Yeah, I know. I come and go. I told you I'm running out of poems. I can't find them.
Hey, you write them when you write them. You don't just up and pick up a pen and just start jotting stuff. That's doing yourself a disservice, and everybody else. Never do that.
Yeah, like I just found this one. I was like, oh, it's not finished. Let me just finish it for the open mic today.
How, before you go, I just want to randomly ask y'all a question. Do you have a lot of poems that just never got completed and they're just collecting dust, or is it just
For sure.
Yeah, for me, it's just lines that
Yeah.
I'm like, I need to come back to in my notes app.
I have a
Same.
whole document dedicated to homeless lines. That's what I called it.
Oh, yeah, I like that.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Notebooks, Notes app, Google
Yeah.
Docs, Notion, they're everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
Random scraps of paper.
Yep.
Everything just on my Apple Notes. Just go real quick. I only have
Mm-hmm.
9 so far, so I still know.
okay. Um, Zion, bro, before you go up, do me a solid, because I don't want YouTube to hit me with no copyright strike. When you do get ready to read, make sure that your music ain't playing, so they don't try to come for me and say, "Oh, you using such and such and such and such in your music." Just for that moment when you doing your thing. Um,
Okay, I got you.
I'm gonna turn it over to Miss Jacqueline. I'm gonna let you go ahead and do your Doug Dizzles, and
Okay.
we'll be right back.
All right. Hold on, I'm having technical difficulty. Okay, there we go. Sophisticated black man, charismatic, handsome as tall, The tenderness in your voice automatically puts one in a calmness. It's not hard for them to find peace. The command you bring to the room brings people to their seats. This is why you are here today. You write your stories as an escape. Little do you know, those who listen find refuge. They search for themselves within your words. Find the art in your thoughts. It's for sure a blessing. Keep writing, keep creating. We are waiting.
We are waiting. I'm absolutely waiting. What's the origin story? Or is there one? I'm curious.
Uh, I don't think it was an origin story. Oh, I was writing with someone and we're doing like a back and forward. So that's what came up.
I'm glad you said that. Has how do y'all feel about doing the collaboration pieces where like you're reciting back and forth with the other person? Have you ever done that before, like live or in general? Because I've done it twice. I did it once with Mike on here, and there's another one that I'm supposed to be doing. I've been procrastinating, but I enjoy those. I think those are pretty dope if you do it with the right people. Have you ever done those before?
Yes, I have. I like writing. If someone writes something and I write the response to it. So some of my poems are like that. Of course, I can't be their side, but yeah, I like doing it. Collaborations.
Yeah, I'm trying to get. I want to do. I want to do an open mic where it's this person and this person reciting, doing this. The whole lineup is just a group of people collabing to do like this little fun little project. I think that would be dope. I don't
Oh,
know. I don't know how I'm gonna get that done, but I'm gonna try to get that done at some point this year.
I did one time where it was a male and we were going back and forth with like the men woman perspective kind of. So that was cool. Um and we had the same kind of, writing style or whatever. So that was cool. I think when you have somebody that's like-minded and you kind of, you know, feed off of each other, it's cool.
Yeah, and on top of that, like for me, you got to talk to these people. You got to have conversations with them. You can't just randomly. Well, you can, but if you randomly just do a collaboration with a person, it's not going to have the same vibe to it if you actually talk to the person off camera, text message. You know what I'm saying? That's a little different. But yeah, I agree with you. Mr. Zion, you are up next. Um, to the people that is watching, so far, I hope that you are enjoying the show. Again, like I said earlier in the stream, make sure you go follow everybody here. Tap in because I'm pretty sure that there's way more here that you're not getting just off of this stream alone. But I want to turn it over to my brother Zion. I'm gonna let him cook and do his thing. If you're ready, I got
I, yeah, I'm right, right. Hey, I just want to say appreciate it. My poetry is my poetry that I wrote back in March. It's called Where the Silence Lives. It's about between losing my pop in 2021 and also losing my godbrother the same year. So hope y'all enjoy it. But I'm about to read my poetry.
can't hear you, bro. You still there? Yeah, turn off your Wi-Fi. Use your if you're on Wi-Fi, turn your Wi-Fi off. It makes it choppy. It messes.
Oh,
There
you
you
hear me
go.
now?
Yeah.
All right. I gotta read it again.
Yeah.
All right.
Wait, are you leaving your screen to read, like from your phone? So maybe that's why we can't hear you.
Yeah. I don't know what's going on. Did you turn your Wi-Fi off? Matter of fact, um, he, I'm sure he can hear us. I think is when you use Wi-Fi. Wi-Fi is not a reliable source. It messes up your video and your audio, so it'll come out extremely choppy and robotic.
Always going at it. Okay, I got you. So y'all can hear me, but it's like is it going in and out? You heard the fuck out.
No, we couldn't hear you at all.
Okay, I got you. Yeah, it's just yeah, I'm on my phone right now. I told you don't.
Yeah, we can hear you right now, but I guess when you click out of the screen, maybe that's what it is, or your Wi-Fi.
Okay. Mhm. I'm gonna try to read it again and then let me know y'all can hear me.
All right.
Okay. Where the silence lives. Reef don't knock, it just walks in. Sits heavy in the chest. Makes a home in the quiet spaces. Where your name used to rest. I lost my papa in July 21. But truth is, I started losing him. That February, last how I saw him. His eyes warm, his presence still mine, his presence still mine. Back then, I didn't know that goodbye whispered so softly, the echo for years. Then March 2021 came with fire and tears. My god brother shouting the same chord we used to dream on, Southwest Philly, 55th Street, where sneakers squeak and childhood echoes bounce all backboards. Now it's strained, now it's stained with a silence that screams. I haven't seen him since 2014. And just like that, the chance to say what's good was stolen by a coward with no regard for life, only pain. And yeah, I hate him, not just for what he did, but for what he took. A future, a friend, a memory that would never finish writing itself. Now grief, it wears different claws on everyone. Some bury it in smiles, others carry it like bricks in their throat. But me, I write. Because some days words are the only things that don't lie. I pray, I remember, because forgetting will be betrayal. And I still hear the voices in my silence.
All right. Silence the screams. Silence the screams.
Where the silence lives. That's my poetry. It's called Where the Silence Lives.
That's what's up. I already know there's a story there.
It's definitely a story. My poetry is based on nonfiction, so everything that I write in my poetry is self-expression, but also it's kind of like just showing my authentic self, as this is everything is a true story that's come from my life and how I grow up, the trial and tribulation I had to go through. So that's behind my story. So losing my god brother, losing my papa the same year, it really hurt me because I didn't see those two for a while, and just to get the call or hear on the news that they passed away, it upsets me to this day, and I forever miss them. They're my angels to this day because they was the ones that when they saw me in my downfall, they pull me back up, and every day I'm grateful for them. So every day, anything I do it for them. It's real talk.
I love that. I love that. Like immortalizing them through your words. For whatever reason, people think that poetry is just you putting together a bunch of words to them that don't really mean anything, but your heart and your soul goes into this. I know mine.
No, I really do. I really do. I mean, like I said, everything I do is for my papa. I wish my papa could see me what I'm doing today. You know, I got full scholarship to college. I'm at HBCU with full scholarship. I'm a track and field.
I was just giving you a props. That's all.
Oh, thank you. And you know, I'm a collegiate track and field athlete. I'm an independent contractor. I'm an entrepreneur. I have my own landscaping business. I have my own clothing brand. I just won my first. I just when I like I told Natasha in our podcast, I just won my first poetry contest last month. And it was my first ever poetry contest I entered in. And now I'm going to be the poet Loren for my school next academic year. And yeah, it's just a lot. I'm a jack of all trades, I say, but everything I do is for my papa. I wish he stood to see what I'm accomplished, but I'm gonna keep accomplishing more because I know he want me to do that and keep leading by example for the youth of my community, but also for my four brothers. So
Can I ask you? All right, this is what I want to do. A little icebreaker, so to speak, just to get past the we're just random poets just up here, just kind of just poeting. From your perspective, what does a life without purpose look like to you?
I feel like a life without purpose to me is I feel like a life without purpose to me is just that you're just not living, you just surviving. I feel like that as humans, or for most of us humans, we kind of are in this world think about survival more than we think about living. I feel like we don't have a purpose, then we don't believe what we can achieve in our own ability because we all beautiful, we all intelligent in many ways, and we don't have a purpose in life. What's the point by living? You just surviving. And for me, I make it a goal for myself to live and not survive. I want to keep finding my purpose and live my passion, and also just God's always on my side. So that's it. Life without purpose, you just depressed. You don't know where you want. You don't know what's your next step, what's your next meal, what you want to do. But you have purpose and you have the motivation, the discipline. Then that's where the purpose come with. The biggest thing is discipline. Discipline, you gotta be consistent with that. Motivation, that comes and go. So if that makes sense, I don't.
Yeah.
If that makes sense,
Oh no, I got you.
No, it makes sense.
thank you. Okay. But I have a purpose. I like to say that like for myself as a 20-year old, you know, young person. I feel like that I found my purpose and now I'm just living and I also find my passions and what I want to do in life. And that's what I want to keep doing. I mean, poetry, you know, growing up, I never really heard poetry. Poetry wasn't like, involved as a community as much. It wasn't around me. But really when I got myself into it, it's because a person I used to talk to and I used to write poetry to, she's always said, "Oh my God, that's so nice. This is like really good. You should write more of these." And I just thought, okay, but because I wasn't really like really thought like I didn't really think it was good. But she really said, "Yeah, it's good. You should keep doing this." So then it's like that came to my mind one day, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna write poetry. I'm gonna try this out because I've been having a lot of work in my poetry and my notes, but I've been hiding it from the public. But once I started revealing to the public, I was surprised I got a good reaction out of it. So it just come on, inspire me and motivate me to keep doing it. So more of that motivation and that more inspiration to keep doing it, it led me to entering my first poetry contest, in which I didn't thought I was going to win, but I did. And eventually, I got the news last month that I won the poetry contest and I won $150 check. And my piece, my poem, was going to be the first piece in the magazine that my school was doing. So it's like life just changed in a step by step. So yeah, I love doing this. I love expressing myself, and yeah, it's bringing me joy. So
That's what I like to hear.
yeah.
I don't know if I don't know if you heard the question, Sydney, but it's just a random question. Anybody can answer it. I was really just trying to pick y'all brains because everybody's perspective is different. Um, what does a purposeless life look like to you? Doesn't make a difference who answers or whatever. I'm just curious.
To me, purpose is like in the general sense, I would say that it should be your passion, like that thing that sits in you deeply that you crave to do something about or whatever, like that thing that you really care about. Um, but for me, I think it's like a life that I'm comfortable living. So as long as I'm doing things that I really enjoy, and I'm kind of getting feedback from it, because I do like to know that I'm actually getting out there. Like if if I put my work out there and then like nobody ever said anything, it would be kind of weird. Because I like the engagement. Um, but that to me is what is most important, I guess, is I really want the interaction with people about things that I care about. And I want to be able to make other people's lives better. Um, I don't know if that exactly answered the question. I have a lot of takes in my head.
Hey, that's fine. It's your perspective. I just wanted to tap in real quick with you. You know what I'm saying? Leader Tasha, what's up? How we calling it? What does it look like to you, or do you even pay that any mind because you're too locked in yourself to really be concerned about that?
When you
No,
first asked,
go ahead, go ahead.
you sure?
Yeah, you can go.
Okay. When you first asked the question, my immediate thought was it's an unfulfilling life. It's not really living. It's just like scraping by. Um, because purpose is a driving factor. It's the thing that keeps you going in my eyes. Depending on what your purpose is to you. For me, my purpose is um, showing people that it's possible, showing people that it gets easier, that you're not alone, that you are seen, you are cared for, you are loved. So for me, my purpose is just like being authentically myself because life isn't easy, you know? And people trying to pretend it is, no, no, no. So being that visual that like I'm struggling, this is just my reality, this is just how it is for me. It's okay. That's my purpose in sharing that story and like being vulnerable and real. So to put on an act would be to exhaust myself and drain myself and be at the brink of burnout every day. I can't do that. I hope that answered your question.
It did. It absolutely did. Thank you for that well eloquently response. I know you wanted to say something, Lita. Do you still got it fresh in your brain? I don't,
Yeah, I do. To kind of harp off of what you said, I feel like being yourself is everything because I feel like you know how they say hurt people hurt people. If you love yourself and you're okay with yourself, you wouldn't want to make someone feel, bad because you know how that feels. And so I feel like for sure, like being yourself and living in your truth taking on the things that you're good at and acknowledging the things that you're not. Um, because I really feel like we're all trying to find our purpose. I know in my life, things that I thought was my purpose when I was a teen, I wouldn't think of doing now. So I think it's a process to find that, but throughout that whole process, you should genuinely be yourself. And you doing that makes the world better. If everyone did that, I feel like the world would be better.
What's sad is a lot of people will never walk in their entire purpose or their calling. Either they don't know how to recognize it, or they know it's there, and they will continue to divert to the ways of the world. And because of that, you're going to constantly be stuck in stagnation or this cycle of repetitive mischief. Because, well, you want to live the way you want to live, and I mean that's cool and all until it gets to the point to where the productivity does not support your lust and your desires. And I think that is one of the main killers in the community all across the board. For people who like to point fingers and blame everybody else for their lack of, and because they ain't this and because they ain't that, well, why why is your energy so funneled into somebody else's life? You got hands, you got feet, you got fingers, toes, you got the same brain that everybody else has. So why ain't you putting it to good use like everybody else is? The only difference between a successful person and someone who isn't successful is the work ethic and your excuses and your circle, the people that you keep around you, and what you're feeding yourself. I don't got nobody around me, and I'm absolutely happy about it. I have no qualms whatsoever about my solitude. Why? Because it allows me to lock in more and to pour into myself, whether it's reading or it's me writing or putting together a thumbnail or something. So I just wanted to hear what y'all thought about it, because I get tired of hearing people making excuses for why they are subpar in whatever they got going on. Like, you can be 60 years old and still get a degree. If you want to go back to school. So I digress. I know I went off in a tangent. We supposed to be doing other stuff. I just wanted to kind of read the room a little bit more. Um, Also, I wanted to give Lita a chance. Excuse me. I wanted to give her a chance to warm up to the stream because she's going on next, and I just wanted to make sure she was straight before she did her thing. If y'all don't know anything about me, take this when you leave. I want everybody to be comfortable. Whether or not you show your face or don't show your face, I don't care about that. The only thing I'm concerned about is you doing what you enjoy doing and you are having a good time doing it. There's never been pressure up here. I've never made or forced anyone to do anything they didn't want to do. You just come as you are, and it is what it is. So, um, that being said, how you feeling, Miss Lita? Are you good? Are you feeling the spirit? Is it flowing within you? Did the energy reach you yet?
It's reaching me. It's reached me. Yes. I feel okay, and I'm ready. I'm ready.
Do I need to hum a little bit? Do a couple of chants? Num, 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 num. I
Nah,
got you.
I'm
All right,
oh good.
I got you. I got you. All right. So I'm gonna turn it over to her. I'm gonna give her the spotlight. Let her do her thing. Y'all know the energy in the chat. Show some love.
Alrighty. This is a poem that I wrote. Actually, about 10 years ago, I began writing this poem, and it was in a laptop that was stolen. And I rewrote this from memory and what the feeling was that I was trying to convey. This poem is called Gray, and it goes, "You used to be so light, light. All the colors bounced off you. They waited for you to tell them in which direction they should go. They waited for you to meet with the sun so they know how bright they should glow. And so when you tripped and you fell and splashed that darkness on you, you never witnessing this, then confusion ensued. You began to panic, not knowing what to do, like you're not you. So you fell even deeper and became a new hue. Then, to your surprise, you didn't even recognize you. Instead of you opting to separate, you let it penetrate. Now all the pieces rest where they lay, and the you that you once were is not you, because now you're gray."
Right on. Right on.
That ending was awesome.
That was a little,
Yes.
but just to give some detail, I started writing this poem. I have children, so I was watching like a children's show, and they were talking about colors, and they were mixing the colors like red and blue mix this, and the colors were like trying to separate, but they were showing the kids what these two colors mix would make. So in the poem, I'm speaking to the color white or light and the color black or dark. And when they mix together, they make gray. Just like when you go through things in life, if you let that, consume you and penetrate you, you turn into a new thing, a new being that may not be what you really are. Maybe, a whole different color outside of what you are. Then I'm also talking to light itself, because light, imagine, I was like, imagine if light didn't know how important it is and what it actually is. And I feel like when you go through things you that are bad, of course, you lose that understanding of your authority and who you are, and that you actually can change everything around you. And so I think it's important. This is what kind of speaking about is when you go through things, it might splash on you, you might, get a whiff of something, but you got to dust that off of you so it doesn't penetrate and kind of change your color and who you are.
Yeah. I told you I'm trigger happy with these buttons. Oh, this the one that I was looking for. I don't know why I ain't bring it up. This is the one that you're probably going to hear more likely.
Sensational.
Oh my goodness.
That's where Jenny be getting that from. When you see Jenny in the chat saying sensational, that's where she be getting that from. Shout out to Jenny though. She funny as hell. I'm gonna do this because I am in a spirit. I'm going to actually do something that I don't often do, and I'm going to freestyle something for y'all. So, out of appreciation for everybody here, and it's Friday, and I'm away from all of that negative ass energy that be getting me like, let's go ahead and do that real quick. Shout out to everybody in the comment section. I'm gonna turn it over to the solo mode because I need to lock in, and I will bring it right back. 1 second. Today is gray, but the ground is still paved with the fallen and the shattered dreams of bones that never got a chance to form into a full human. My agency is more than black and beyond the colors of U's and digits. But every conversation I seem to have with commenters and commentators seem to always bring me back to ostracism. Trying to dilate my eyes with words that don't make sense to the average person takes me off into a space of continuous problematic indecisions, making it more difficult to count the stars as I walk the sands of time, confused and conflicted with the restrictions of afflicted beings oppressed by some type of formalities between them and another human being. But I'm just an average person. My tears stain the same windows that the rain hits at approximately 5:35 a.m. in the morning when you're trying to get prepared for work, when your coffee machine is broken, when your heart is tired, when your sight is blurry, and all you can see is visions of people who are no longer here trying to have conversations with you about surviving. You should have listened to me. I told you. I told you. Don't walk down that corner. Don't turn over there. Don't love that person. Don't give them your heart. Now you look like a jack-o'-lantern on a Halloween. The 31st of every October, somebody is trick-or-treating all over your soul. Now you feel like you're on fire. But the volcano hasn't even erupted yet. Nah, not yet. You still got a subset of theories to get conquested over. You still got a whole mountain of felines to fight. Chop that paper in half, take that ink, and spill it all over. Let them know that your blood is real. Let them know that this fight is real. Let them know that God is real. Let them know that you are still fighting the hill, that you're still trying to get over the fact that police don't give a shit about you. That these human beings only look at you like a robot. They plug you in and plug you out when they want to use you and when they want to appreciate you. But then again, what do I know? I just work a 9 to 5 like every other average person, still trying to decipher the hieroglyphics with precision, lost in the matrix, eating his favorite pack of ramen noodles. But I digress.
That was good for just top of the dome. My goodness.
Appreciate it. Appreciate it.
I'm always impressed by what you can put together in your head. I'm always like, my ADHD is going in like 25 directions.
I know.
Something cohesive. I
Me
love
too.
that.
I watch a lot of battle rap, so it makes it easier for me to freestyle and stuff like that. And you get better at it. Like anytime, if I ever drop or write anything on social media, I'm just freestyling stuff. I don't take nothing out of a book and post it. I don't like doing stuff like that. It makes me feel, if I'm going to write, I'm just going to sit there and write. I'm not going to just, I don't know. It's hard to explain. But the rain actually helped me too. Like put me in the right element, put me anywhere near water or any type of like elemental or revolving around snow or ice or whatever. I'm locked in. Put me in the forest. I'm locked in. Get me away from people, I'm locked in. Put me in a quiet room, I'm locked in. But that's pretty much where we at? Where we at? How's everybody feeling so far? Are you enjoying yourself? You have any questions, any comments? Is there anything that you want to share here while we are up here right now? March. Did I say March? I'm tired. I'm tired. It's been a long week. May 30th. May 30th. Going down in history. Once we leave from the stream and we go about our weekends, whatever we might got going on, is there anything that you want to say to the people? There is one thing I want to say, but I want to give y'all the microphone just to get anything off your chest that you might want to before we get off air. I'll save my portion for the latter part. So I turn the mic over to anybody who wants to speak.
You are loved and cared for. Take care of yourself. Drink water. Stay hydrated.
Solid advice. I just wanted to say thank you to everyone. I really enjoyed having so many new faces on our podcast today. It was super cool hearing all of your guys' work. So I appreciate you guys showing up and hearing your amazing words. So that, and also I forgot to mention it at the beginning. If you're interested in reading my written work, I have it on All Poetry, and then I'm also on Blue Sky, even though I usually do that. I usually do more of like political complaining on there, but you can find me on Discord, on Blue Sky, and All Poetry under the same name that I posted. But yeah, support all of these guys. All of our poets are so cool.
Nobody?
I just wanted to say this was awesome. I haven't performed in a couple years, so this was a great refresher for me to get back in there. So I appreciate you guys letting me join you and giving your feedback. I appreciate it.
I just want to say it was good seeing y'all. I'm glad to be a part today. Hope y'all have a good night.
I don't know y'all personally, but I love everybody here. You don't have to know people to love them or care for them. The poetry community is my community. And it doesn't really make a difference what background you come from. It doesn't matter what format you write in. It doesn't matter what level of success you're on. For me personally, I am for the people. I've always been for the people. Check my background from Instagram all the way here. I love this place so much that I do this just because I just enjoy doing it. And y'all took time out of your day to come hang out with us over here. And that matters. Your time matters. Your 5, 10, 15 minutes, your 30 minutes, that matters because you can't get that back. Don't let nobody tell you that time isn't valuable because it absolutely is. I don't take that for granted whatsoever. And hopefully, matter of fact, first I'm going to say I'm honored and I'm humbled, leader, that you would make your return here of all places. Thank you for that. Appreciate that. You all did.
No problem.
You all did exceptionally well today. I absolutely adore poets that are women specifically because the softness. Like my mom has been gone since 2002. So I always have a soft spot for a poetess. Zion absolutely did his thing up here. We had a little rough patch. He got through that and killed it. Absolutely killed it. And I want to shout him out specifically because he hit me up today while I was at work. I was bullshitting somewhere, and he hit me up at work, shot me a message. I'm like, all right, yeah, I'll bring you on. The more the merrier. Everybody is welcome up here. I just want to put that out there. And yeah, this was a good show. I enjoyed it very much. Y'all got away this time. I don't know. Hopefully I get to see y'all again. Sydney knows. Jackie knows. I have a segment that I like to do at the end of the stream. It's a freestyle segment. It's like a little contest. And what happens is we go in a specific order. You have to freestyle something. You don't have to do a long minute or nothing like that. But so if I like what I did, if I give you 5 bars, I stop. The next person got 5 seconds to pick up where I left off. If you stumble, if you get stuck within that 5 seconds, you're eliminated from the lineup until there's one person left. Now, me, Sydney, and a couple of people have done this before. It's hilarious. It's fun, but I'm gonna let y'all slide on that one. Jenny, I wish I could. I'm gonna have to find the clip. I'm gonna find a clip, and I'm gonna save it, and I'm gonna put it up here so y'all see what I'm talking about. It's all good. We're not doing that tonight. We're not doing that tonight. I'm just putting it out there. But it's not. You're not going to get executed. No one's walking you down the Green Mile. It's just, we just here having a good time, But I won't hold y'all. We about to get up off of here. Tomorrow I will be back. We got a double for y'all. King's Morning Table. Then we got the late night show. Tap in. I'm going back into the laboratory. Don't be strangers. Make sure everybody here is locked in, connect. I try. That's one of the things that I want more than anything, to actually build real connections. Let's not be strangers. You know what I'm saying? We got enough of that as it is. There's enough separatism, enough cliques. I get so tired of the cliquish stuff. But you guys enjoy the rest of your night. If you need to reach me, you know where I'm at. I'm very responsive. It might take me a couple hours or so, but I always get back to you. So hopefully I get to work with y'all again, whether it's here or it's on other projects. Jenny, shout outs to, I seen there was a couple of other faces that pulled in here. I don't want to forget y'all, but salute to y'all as well. We are officially up out of here. And you want to say something?
Oh no, I was just unmuting so I can say.
That's why I was like, oh, all right. All right, now. But y'all enjoy the rest of your night. This is The Addict.
Thank you guys.
Thank y'all.
Venomous, Hennessy, we skid down, Christian Dior, East Saint Laurent, bitch whirling that drop on the floor. Then I just hop in the rolls and scoot. Then I just hop in the rolls and scoot. Then I just hop in the rolls. I am the sickle and hammer. I am like Tony Montana. I got Betty Crocker in the trash spot, cooking up dope with a crop pot, turning that soft in a butter rock, then chewing tip when the hair drops. Bitch, my life is a